building up. God. Hey music friends, this is Davi Vasc, I'm a music composer for games, and today we're going to listen to and talk about the theme for Valstrax, the new monster that just came out on Monster Hunter Rise. This is a theme that I absolutely loved on Generations Ultimate, so let's hear how it sounds this time around on Monster Hunter Rise. Let's go! Beautiful intro. I love the rising note patterns. Yeah, alright, so a little bit of a build up there at the end. But yeah, I love how beautiful this intro sounds, and this is something I talked about on my video about the KUSHALA'S theme as well. These Elder Dragon themes often walk a fine line between being beautiful and majestic and being dangerous and terrifying, because these Elder Dragons have a relationship with nature. Valstrax, for example, is called the Red Comet, and a comet is a thing from nature, you know, it's a fascinating phenomenon, and that's exactly the kind of vibe that I get from this intro here. It's like you're witnessing something fascinating. It's like you're watching Valstrax flying through the air. And I love how the rising note patterns really give that sensation of something taking flight, something going up into the sky. Jesus, did they? I feel like they made this faster than the Generations version. Whoa. Well, by the sound of this heavy low brass, you can tell that all that stuff I talked about in the beginning about nature and majesty, that's all out the window now. This is them clearly letting you know that this thing is a monster and it's probably gonna try to kill you. This is way more tense now than it was in that beginning intro. Check this out. I love these little moments of focus that he's giving to the woodwinds. Okay, so now a more rhythmic based section. If you've been watching my videos, you'll notice by now that they put a rhythmic section like this in almost all of the Monster Hunter battle themes. These are sections with tons of weird rhythms and surprising notes on places that you don't expect them to be rhythmically. And this is, of course, a great way to convey that sensation of unpredictability and surprise that a battle like this requires. Oh my god, this part feels like you're flying. Listen to the very quick notes on the violins on the left speaker. Check this out. Can you hear it? It's very quick, like na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. These are called runs, they're violin runs, but they might as well be called flights here, because the super fast and high-pitched violin notes feel like you're zipping through the air with the wind blowing on your ear. And the way the bass notes stay stationary, the bass notes are just doing this. But the high-pitched notes keep moving like crazy, so it focuses your attention on the high-pitched notes. It feels like you're going up. Alright, it's building up. Building up. God, it's like the red comet coming crashing down on you, and the real battle is about to begin. In this part right here, it feels like the perspective has shifted a little bit from portraying Valstrax itself from portraying the actual combat. It feels like this part includes the hunter a little bit more. It's so full of drama, of emotion. It's very interesting. Did you guys notice the note pattern that they use in this melody? It's just a down and up pattern, and it keeps going up and down over and over again. Down, and then it goes up. And it ends on the same note where it started. And I think this is a great way to portray the dynamic of the battle with Valstrax, because he keeps going up and down all the time. So good. Okay, so the composer did something super cool here. Listen to this descent on the lower notes. Okay, this might not sound like it, but this is something super difficult to pull off as a music composer. This is something called chromatic mode. And going chromatic mode, it's kind of like going Super Saiyan as a composer. It means that you're lifting up the limitations that music theory puts on you, and you're using every single note in the keyboard. Every single key that you're seeing here is game on chromatic mode. So that's not usually the case. Usually you're bound to a specific set of notes when you're composing a song. But the composer here is saying, screw all that, I'm gonna use every single note that I have available to me to convey this sensation. And what sensation exactly is he trying to convey here? Well, we know Valstrax goes up, and everything that goes up also must come down. And in this case, it comes crashing down on your head, probably. Okay, sounds like another rhythmic section. Listen to the focus that they're putting on the woodwinds. Can you hear the flutes on top? One of the flutes is doing something like... remember at the beginning when I also highlighted the focus that they were putting on the woodwinds? I think this could be kind of a symbolism to the aerial nature of Valstrax. Woodwinds, as the name suggests, of course, are wind instruments. So being such, they convey really well the sensation of air and flying. So this is a great choice here. By the way, have you watched the video I did on the CHAMELEOS theme yet? It's over here, make sure to check that out. If you have watched that already, make sure to check out my playlist with all my reaction videos to Monster Hunter Rise songs. You might find one video there that you haven't watched yet, so make sure to check that out, and I'll see you there.